Tonight on Full Sail Live, we'll talk about some MLB controversy. Then we'll explore an independent league and its new rules that may forever change the game of baseball. And finally, we'll talk about Major League Baseball's new affiliation with pro softball. All that and more, coming up next. MLB and Pride have come together this month, although the news hasn't been all good, as MLB abruptly pulled the rainbow version of the MLB logo off its social media sites one day after its launch, sparking controversy for many critics on social media as well as fans. One fan on social media wrote, "They do this every year. June 1st is Pride, June 2nd is Lou Gehrig, June 3rd is back to the regular logo. This is an every single year thing." While another fan wrote, "Good, unnecessary, and performative." But why did Major League Baseball remove the rainbow logo? Well, at this point, there's no clear-cut answer. The MLB Commissioner's Office hasn't given a reason behind the move. It may be because they received significant backlash in the past from conservative commentators and social media users who accuse MLB of promoting a political and social agenda. In the past, MLB Commissioner Rob Manfred has stated that teams should not force any player to wear Pride logos or patches on their jerseys to avoid putting players in a position where they're doing something that goes against their personal views. Now, you may remember back in 2022 when Jason Adams and the Tampa Bay Rays did not accept Pride logos on their sleeves, so they ripped them off. Almost all the MLB teams are hosting Pride Nights, 29 out of the 30 actually, with the Texas Rangers being the lone team refusing to participate. This has fans of the league and team wondering if they truly stand for inclusion. In an odd turn of events, the Rangers will participate in a Pride Night against the Baltimore Orioles on June 25th in Baltimore. From the bigs to the independent leagues, the Pioneer Baseball League has changed the game of baseball, implementing home run derbies all season long every Saturday after games. I'm joined by Henry Hunter, the commissioner of the Pioneer Baseball League. Joining us today is the commissioner of the Pioneer Baseball League, Henry Hunter. Thanks for being here, Mr. Hunter.
The pleasure is mine, Joey. Happy to see you.
Mr. Hunter, I'd like to ask you some questions today about the PBL. For the first time this year, the PBL has started the Home Run Derby that you alluded to earlier at live events on Saturdays. Can you tell me how that all came about and what the thinking process was behind it?
So there are two parallel kind of trains of thought. The MLB level, like I said, they saw what hockey did with the Four Nations tournament. They saw what basketball did with the midseason tournament. They saw what soccer has always done with their in-season cups and all those different tournaments around the world. And they wanted to create, excitement over the course of a long baseball season. So in order to do so, they were looking at what excites fans most. And all of their studies said it's not the All-Star game. It's not the World Series. The property, the intellectual property, event that they own and champion the most, that's the most successful, is the Home Run Derby. That's the most diverse audience. That's the youngest audience. That's the highest dollar sponsorship money. And so they wanted to figure out how to double down on that, not make it just a Saturday event, All-Star weekend. And then, unlike a dunk contest that you try to do year-round, Home Run Derby is more manageable. And because we already had the knockout round, which we innovated on our own. We were, minor league baseball, I have a 6-year-old. So minor league baseball, you're looking at the end of the 9-inning game. Again, these aren't big league stakes. This is guys trying to get to the next level, but you're also looking at, you're done selling beer, you're done selling hot dogs. The family of 4 is long gone because they got school the next day. Every ball over the fence is $6, for the baseball itself. So for us, what started as a challenge, game's too long. Nobody wants to see the 17th inning in XYZ town on a Wednesday night. How do we get all of this? How do we leverage action? Turned into a cool idea at a Home Run Derby, and when it took on, it became the tie-breaking format for the All-Star Game, among other things. We've all copied it. So kind of the intersection of MLB wanting to leverage their best property and us having this thing already. We'll see Saturday night. The first one is tomorrow.
Well, I guess that's it today. Mr. Hunter, I appreciate your time. Thanks for filling us in on the Pioneer Baseball League.
Joby, the pleasure is always mine. Look forward to doing it again soon.
Appreciate you, buddy. Have a
Take
good
care.
one. In a shocking move, MLB invested 8 figures into a women's professional softball league, the Athletes Unlimited Softball League, or the AUSL for short. This is the first time in history that the league has invested into the sport of softball. No specific details have become available. MLB will use its marketing visibility and power to increase the reach and visibility of the AUSL and its athletes across its digital, editorial, marketing, and social platforms. This includes broadcasting select games on the MLB Network and on MLB.tv. The ASU will feature 4 teams, with games to be played in 12 locations this summer. ESPN is set to broadcast 33 games, with 30 of them airing on its linear networks. In 2026, the league plans to expand to 6 city-based teams. More than 2 million people watched the 2024 NCAA Division I Softball College World Series Finals last year, lending credibility to just how popular the sport has become. The ASUL hopes to capitalize on this. All this and more coming up next, as the Pecos League of Baseball has filmed its first game of the season via a live drone. The A's call up one of their top prospects only to have him go down not even 2 weeks later. And who are the current top runners for MVPs in Major League Baseball? All this and more coming up next.